I'm ready to get that upgrade situation going for me and my daughter.
Hey.
Well, our daughter.
That's my dad?
Oh.
In Angry Birds 2, I do not believe that Ethan, aka Mighty Eagle, is the father of Debbie, the surprise daughter of Ethan's ex-fiancée turned wife, Zeta. Ethan and Zeta started their relationship in the 90s. It was the midpoint of Nirvana's career, and MC Hammer's hit song You Can't Touch This was released that year. Mix that with the Nirvana shirt we see on Zeta and the Hammer pants on Ethan, then we can say the year was approximately 1990. If we assume their wedding was set shortly after the proposal, then Ethan left Zeta at the altar within about the same year. The events of the first Angry Birds movie take place in the year XVI, or 16 in Roman numerals. I assume it stands for 2016 because that's the year that the movie was released, and because Mighty Eagle specifically and canonically mentioned the 90s while wearing the same style of the 1990s. So with that in mind, it's safe to assume that the second Angry Birds movie is set in 2019, because that's when the movie was released, and we can confirm this in the plot section of the movie's Wikipedia. So with this information, it would mean that Debbie is 28 or 29 during the events of the movie. But that doesn't seem about right. If Debbie was a fully grown adult eagle, wouldn't she be taller? Especially since both alleged parents were the same massive heights in high school at just 17 or 18 years old? No, there was another eagle involved, someone who's been behind the scenes this entire time, the real father of Debbie, Glenn. With similar body types, hairstyle, and overall height and stature, he's the only possible choice. The white bodies and darkened wings also match. And if you notice, she is slightly shorter than him, which should put her at closer to an adolescent age of 15 or 16. Which can be further supported at the end of the movie, where Zeta tells Debbie to
Get away from the punch bowl!
Clearly referencing that there is alcohol involved and that she isn't old enough to drink. Armed with this information, I believe the events between the Eagles' engagement and the Angry Birds 2 movie go as followed. After being abandoned at the altar, Zeta dedicated the next 13 years proving that she doesn't need a man to be happy in life. She worked towards ownership of an island and luxury to go with it, even going as far as hiring a gaggle of muscular male eagles to serve and do her bidding. But she knows that this will all mean nothing without a child to pass it down to. So she turns her eyes to Glenn. He wasn't a genius, but he seemed to be smarter than most of the guards, and he seemed to be the most competent to help during the infant stage. So with intimidation and threats of frozen torture, Glenn reluctantly agrees to give Zeta a child. Zeta's new priority was then to get to a warmer climate for her and her daughter, and she would do this by any means, including manipulating her ex-fiancé into moving them in with him on his nice, cozy, tropical island. And if you still aren't convinced, the final piece of evidence is on the Wiki fandom page, where you can see that Debbie is a changeable hawk eagle. And wouldn't you know it, the only other changeable hawk eagle mentioned at all in the entire movie or wiki page is Glenn. Thank you so much to everybody who watched this video. If you liked what you saw here, then leave a like and comment, share, subscribe, and just spread the love. Peace, y'all.